Hello, this is Wesley speaking from the Central Ohio GameDev Group. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, we'll kind of move over. Hello everybody, this is Wesley Adams talking on a Saturday in March the 25th, 2023. We wanted to welcome you all to the monthly GameDev Meetup group. If you're unfamiliar with this group, we are a local Central Ohio game dev group, or what we notice is COGG, right? We're here to kind of give updates monthly about what's happening around your area in the game dev scene and just games in general. So we're happy to do this every month. It's a great way to kind of see what's coming up the next month and in the future. So we're going to do a couple announcements today. So I hope you're relaxing on this. If you're in Columbus, I just got hit by a storm, so if you hear thunder in the background, I think Mother Nature just kind of did a really good timing. So, but we're excited to kind of talk about what's coming up. There's quite a bit kind of moving through. We had a bit of like couple things happening at the beginning of the year, a little bit of downtime, but we got some exciting things coming up. I think you guys will be thrilled to hear about. So if you want to get a little bit of snippet of what we do, again, we're the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, or COGG. My name is Wesley Adams. I'm co-hosted by a couple other folks in our Discord channel. One is Tony, there's Caleb and Tom. They've both been working with us for a long time, so we're here to help you all in any kind of capacity in terms of like getting you game development opportunities or just learning about the game space. So this event is a way to showcase, obviously, announcements, kind of like what we're going to do today, but we also have the opportunity to be able to go in and showcase anything you want to talk about. So this is a great time. We record these on YouTube, so if you have like a Kickstarter, some kind of crowdfunding event, or if you have a game that you're releasing and you want to talk to a crowd, or in some instances just have it recorded so you can share with other people, this is a way to give you publication. And we'd love to have anybody on these streams. It's a great way to kind of get to know people. And then if there's anything, if you're coming in today, I can see you, Nuclear Attack Wombat. If you're you have any questions or have any comments, or if you have any announcements coming into the chat channel, we're here to kind of help guide any of those questions you might have. Um, so today is just going to be me. It's going to be pretty short and simple today, I think. If we do happen to find anybody that wants to do a quick thing, we can kind of maybe mock that up. If you want to, take time today to play something, we could do that. It's kind of a fun social event. We can play on our Discord channel if you guys are interested. If you ever want to catch up, we kind of move after that and do some fun either games or catch up and socialize. So we're always trying to catch up with you guys, seeing what's going on. So definitely check that out. So my background is in 3D animation, but I've also worked in game design, and I helped to co-found a local studio called Multivarious Games, so I work with a couple of folks that way. But we have quite a few different veteran game developers here too, so definitely do a shout out. If you're here, welcome any newcomers, and then definitely happy to kind of introduce and connect folks to people if you are new. And that's kind of our goal, is to kind of give the breadth of that. And just as well, we're trying to find new and inventive ways to kind of help support our veteran game developers as well. So we have a couple ideas. We're doing some meetings in the back end to kind of help with that. I mean, constantly. Sometimes it's slow going, but we are working to kind of invent new ways to kind of help support our developers. So it looks like we got Scott, and looks like Turrets, Views, and Reviews is in. So welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to move over to our news and kind of give everybody a little bit of a breakdown. All right, can you guys hear me now? Thanks, Scott. So I have three presentations, and I was doing pretty good until the third one. OBS likes to kind of do that. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, sorry guys. I apologize. There's always something with audio. I don't know why OBS for some reason when I reopened it, all the audio was like not connecting. I had to make a new channel, a new source, so everything got kind of mixed up. So pardon about that, but just kind of wanted to give you a little shout out. We have a new page on our COGG website. If you go to thecog.com, click on news up here or go to /news. There's a new forum here that you can click on to go to a Google form that fills out information. If you have a podcast, a YouTube channel, a Kickstarter, anything that's kind of like a one-off thing, let us know. We want to post these here. We want to add your news here. Anything game related, game dev related, if you know of an event coming up, this is a great way to do that. We're going to be posting stuff in here too. So definitely let us know. There's the newest one that we had at the Global Game Jam event. So definitely check that out. Um, but yeah, let us know. We're happy to post any information there. I mean, obviously we want it to be, you know, as professional as you can, right? But definitely family friendly. So anything that we'd be happy to kind of post with everybody else in our group. The other thing I always want to kind of let people know about is, as I mentioned before, there's always the COG Games link. So if you click on COG Games, we're always posting things here. It's kind of a first come, first serve. We kind of stack the newest one up here. So you can click on the Here button to add that. It's the same thing. It's another Google form. Really quick, easy. Asks you for a picture, short description, and any kind of links that you want us to take you to. You can also click on this one too. It's the same thing, just kind of an example what your game would look like. So yeah, let us know. We're happy to post that. And at some point, once we get enough of these, we want to start to categorize them and put them in a way that is easy for people to kind of look through. And I'll try to be reaching out to you folks because I know we have a lot more games than this. And if you're not, timid about sharing it, which I know a lot of you should be pretty comfortable sharing it because the more that you share, the more you can get feedback, the more that you can, add more features and improvements on your games. That's really the goal is to get you guys creating stuff, right? So definitely check that out. So the news channel, the COG channel, the COG Games page, check those out. And if you have any suggestions for the site, let us know. We're always ears open. You can always go to contact. You can learn more about our group and some quick links. And then you can always email us at info@thecog.com as a great way to kind of like get in contact with us. Soon we'll have a newsletter. We just haven't had enough to kind of really warrant it. So we're trying to work on the website a bit more there too. So yeah, definitely check out the website. There's some new things that we're trying to add there and kind of revamp it. Just as well, we're trying to clean up the COG Discord as well and give people like a chance to kind of go in and give us feedback on what's working and what could be changed. So. And kind of mentioning about Discord, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to have a bunch of personal information up, but a couple of notes on the COG Discord is we're trying a new channel called the GameDev. Let me see. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I got that correct. It is called the new Dev Help channel. So the new Dev Help forum channel, there's a new category section called forums. That is a way to add some very like specific questions that you need a lot of information from. We do have a channel called Dev Help. You can still use that as kind of like short ones, but if you're starting to find that you have a lot of questions about a particular thing and you're kind of coming back day to day and giving updates, feel free to add it there and we'll get our team to kind of work on that. Tony's been really helpful in kind of responding to some of those. Definitely check that out. And then we have another one called Game and Creative resources. So this is a great way if you have like a tips and tricks in Unity or Unreal or Godot. These are a great way to post those things so people can kind of come in and give their 2 cents and talk about like what they think is a great, you know, trick or good find to kind of help you with things. I put the Global Game Jam resources up there. Tony put a couple things up there. Feel free to post there. And then we have our indie games. So we're trying this out. A lot of you, one of the big things that I want to try to do is a lot of you have come in to our Discord channel and been through our online prototype and play events and been able to go in and give us some feedback. And I'm just going to go ahead and switch back to me because there's not a lot on the website. So you kind of see some of that. Um, there's basically we're trying to move from our prototype and play, where it's kind of like these temporary channels, and starting to move them into our indie games channels. So this is a great way to kind of showcase everything that you all are working on. So if you have a game that you want to showcase, definitely check this out and add your own game in there because I think we got 2 of them. Cool. I'm gonna like that. Cool. We got a couple of them coming up. Grizzly just kind of put one up for the Sorcerer's Sword. If you guys are familiar with the what is it? The Descent of Man. We did like a little showcase about a year or so ago on that. They're doing a new game called the Sorcerer's Sword. Obviously, Sugar Creek is a great one. Again, these are ones that if we can put in our COGG Games website, we want those too. So we're going to be reaching out to you all. Definitely happy to add those there. So definitely check these out. You can go in here, look more about the game. You can add stuff in there. And give some feedback on all that good stuff. So definitely check it out. I kind of showcased it, but Sorcerer's Sword's got a couple of free Steam keys. Check it out, play the game, give us feedback. That's kind of what this is all about. So with all of that, this is kind of what I wanted to showcase there. And then let me go ahead and get back to my live room. So let me see what else we've got going on. I know I'm kind of jumping around a bit. Let me double check the chat before I kind of get too far in. I'm going to go back to our website. All right. Looks like the artist 808 came in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And we go. There we go. So we're going to switch back over to our Meetup page. So if you go to meetup.com/the COGG, you'll see all our list of our events. I'm going to update April today, and that'll be all updated after the event. But just to kind of showcase, we got 2 things today. The GameDev Meetup is now, and something that's been going on all day. We try to like showcase things as they kind of come through. OSU is teaming up with the the Hilliard Innovation Learning Hub. They're a high school center that helps to do hackathons sometimes. Once a year. This year they're focusing on games. So to my understanding, they're actually working with GameU, I think. At least that's what I've been hearing, to kind of help students create a game during the whole day. So it's a great opportunity. I'd like to kind of connect with them later. They started at 9. They'll be doing closing ceremonies at 7:30. So throughout the event, they'll be making a game or doing a series of projects, kind of working on that. So it should be a lot of fun. Definitely check that out. It should be a great opportunity to kind of work on that. And then if you do have time, you can try to fill out the Google form. And let me see. Oh, looks like they closed that. But we'll try to get connected with them again next year. I think it was a little bit challenging to get this up in time, but definitely keep a lookout. We'll try to get this through every year, the high school I/O event. But it's a great way to kind of help high schoolers get into games. There's opportunities to mentor. There's opportunities to kind of help anybody that is a high school student learn some game development and get to connect with folks. So definitely check that out. We have our GameDev Meetup, like I said, and this event coming up, so kind of talking about the April events. This event is our prototype play event, which this is reoccurring. So if you see this where it says online by default or in person, that means we're still kind of working on that. But I can confirm that this prototype and play event, which is normally the second Friday of the month from 6 to 9, that is going to be April 21st, so the third Friday from 6 to 9, and it's going to be in person at the Game Arena at the Gateway. Okay, so just like we did in January, we're going to be doing another in-person event. There'll be foods and snacks, all kinds of good stuff there. The idea of this is to bring in your own games, something that you're working on or prototyping. If you don't have a game, that's okay. Come anyways. And the goal is to go in and get feedback, right? So that's what we want you to do. Come out. It's a great, if you're not familiar with Game Arena, they're kind of like an esports center. We have the second floor catwalk. So there's places and tables, and we'll bring out tables and chairs and stuff to kind of put your projects on. You can bring a PC tower, although it might be suggested to have something more like a laptop if you can, just because it'll be easier to kind of make that portable. But we'll have plenty of outlets. They'll have Wi-Fi access. Like I said, there'll be food there. And from 6 to 9, April 21st, you can kind of come and go as you want, have a lot of fun. We had somebody come in with their VR equipment. Two people did. Somebody was scanning the entire building to kind of do an AR thing, which was a lot of fun. So that was pretty neat. Um, so the goal of this year is to really kind of network outside of our usual spot. So I think there was a question about the Idea Foundry. The Idea Foundry at this point, like we're going to try to be there as much as possible, but it is at a higher expense, right? So what we're trying to do this year is to kind of mitigate the price increase and kind of network outside of other different events. So this year is a mixture of online events and in-person events. And then when we can, we'll try to be in person, right? So we've always wanted to try to do this. Last year we were mostly in person at the Idea Foundry, which was great. But then we like neglected all the COVID folks that we had during 2020, 2021. So we wanted to kind of go back in and get our online folks again. So we're doing a mixture so that we can kind of invite our online folks and then have them network with our in-person folks as well by doing some in-person events and some online events. But we also wanted to network outside of that, so we're connecting with Game Arena, for example. We're connecting with different colleges like CCAD, Columbus State, OSU. So that's why you see a mixture of different things. And the goal is to really kind of get ahead of this so that each month we kind of have something different and get you something kind of interested with. So for April, we can confirm that we're going to be with Game Arena. So that'll be a great way to kind of network with folks in person. We're going to try to do as many in-person events as we can, but it just depends if we have a venue. So that being the case, if you guys have anything that you want us to try to, shop around in terms of in-person venue, let us know. We're happy to kind of network with folks. Again, we're already talking with people right now. One of them is actually the CCAD Games Creator Guild. So I'm going to have a call with them actually next week and see if we can network with them. But they're a group of artists that do game design things like card creation or D&D, and I'd like to get our group with them too. Our contact there is Liz, and if you're not familiar, like Liz is the head coordinator of their new animation division. They opened up a new, not a new department, but like they have a new building with a lot of different systems and whatnot. They have a focus in game development, so game art and design. So there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up there. So hopefully we'll get some connections there. But we're, again, like I said, we're talking to universities, we're talking to libraries, we're talking to a lot of folks. So we're just working to nail some of those things down. But what it's going to do, like it did for Game Arena, is allow us to meet new people. We met new friends and families, young and old, coming to Game Arena. We want more of that. So we're trying to network with a lot of different folks. Trying to get with the Columbus game designers as well. There's another group that they do tabletop things, and maybe we can network with them. So, but yeah, we're open to ideas. But just in terms of if you're kind of looking to see why we're changing things up, that is why the cost kind of went up for the Idea Foundry. So we're kind of moving that through. It's not saying we won't go back there. I think we'll just do it for like specific events. that we're still kind of navigating that location or that plans right now. So as that becomes more clear, we'll post it up on Meetup and let you guys know how that's turning out. But yeah, we're trying to outreach a lot more because we want to kind of get people to know who we are, and so that there's more opportunities to kind of network and grow with other different new members. So cool. So we have the GameDev Meetup, which we're having today, which is the last Saturday of the month. We have the Prototype and Play, which I mentioned, Game Arena, the April 21st is going to be that day. Um, and then we have our Let's Play, which is right now is usually the third Sunday of the month. At this point, it's April 16th. That may or may not change. That is always online. That is hosted by our uh, admin friend COGG, or with COGG's mod on Discord, Caleb Eno. So we did one last. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was. We did the room. So if you're on our YouTube channel, if you want to see that, room is kind of a neat, like fairly realistic kind of puzzle box game. Where you're going in, there's a bit of a story. You're trying to like solve this puzzle and kind of progress through the game. It's really fun. It's a lot. It's really neat. There's a neat story to it. So definitely check that out. If you have game topics that you want to show to us, again, we try to do them every month. We kind of pick them out, but if you have ideas you want to do for April, let us know. If you want to be a part of those Let's Plays online, we love to have people there. If you have a game you want us to try, a COG game, we would love that too. We love doing those each month. So if you want us to showcase anything with that, we'd be happy to kind of post that there. But as of right now, that's Sunday, April 16th from 2 to 4 p.m. Doesn't say it there, but it's usually till 4 p.m. Um, and then our last one is going to be the GameDev Meetup, which at this point is going to be, let me see, doesn't always show all of them. Oh, upcoming. So the GameDev Meetup is the last Saturday of the month, so that's going to be April 29th. So right now it's probably going to be online unless we get another event. So we'll kind of keep in touch there. But that kind of reminds me, that's it for COG events updates. Let me make sure I didn't have anything mentioning, talking about the Idea Foundry. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate your help on that. So the other thing coming up that I want people to be aware about is you have a Ludum Dare coming up in April. So if you're not familiar with this, Ludum Dare happens like what 3 or 4 times a year. Last one was January 6th. Next one is April 28th, and then they have another one in September 29th. So yeah, 3 times a year. This is a great online game jam event. You can do solo, you can do it with a team. It's got a theme. So definitely check it out. It's a 72-hour deadline, solo or team, mostly from scratch, opting out of the graphics or audio categories if it isn't your original. So definitely check this out. I'll kind of put it in the chat. We're going to try to do something with that this year, with April, just so that you all know. I'm working with some of the multivarious games folks. We're working on I think some of you may have been familiar with it. There's an app on Discord that we did for the GDEX Game Jam years ago called Jamio. We're working on that pretty diligently right now and trying to get it up and running for this event. So if you guys are interested in testing out a Discord bot that helps to set up your teams, whether it's solo or teams in general, and it gives you like automatically creates your channels and keeps tracks of things and gives you feedback and supports you with trying to find resources in the server, let us know. We're happy to kind of help you with that. Like I said, we're trying to release a version of it for testing for this event specifically, and then future game jam events as well. And we'd love to have your feedback too. So definitely, at the very least, give this Ludum Dare a try. It's a great way to kind of work on a game. And if you need support, let us know. We're here to kind of help you throughout if you can. You're not going to be as involved as I think as the Global Game Jam event, where we're in person and providing food, and there was a ticket and everything and all that good stuff. But we do want to be here for support. So definitely use our Discord channel if you need and have questions. If you're not unfamiliar with game jams, we can try to help you set you up for success. But at the end of the day, if you've got something posted up online through Ludum Dare, you've done great. Even if it's going to be unfinished. But if you can do anything, it's a great way to kind of go in and try your shot at making a game pretty quickly. And maybe it turns into something that you can make later. So definitely check that out. Um, so cool. Let me see if there's any other things coming up, questions. Okay, cool. So that's like the immediate April future. So the next thing I wanted to do a shout out, I think I'm going to do this probably every month until it's due. So our traditional Central Ohio Games Expo GDEX is on the rise. That's going to be June 21st to the 25th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. So if you're familiar with this, this is a great way. It's a 4-day convention, Thursday through Sunday, as a way to kind of do different types of workshops and different kind of uh, speaking sessions or whatnot, from like learning how to do audio for games, learning how to set up a business for game development companies, or if you want to, understand like how to start up communities like this with the Central Ohio Game Dev Group. There's all kinds of talks. Definitely check this out. There's a lot of things kind of already open now. There are tickets live, so if you're interested in checking that out, there's the tickets page that you can check out all our different passes this year. So we got some specials throughout the end of the month. So you've got a couple of days, but everything is at early bird access. So if you want to get a pass, now's the time to do it because they are at a discount. You're always going to get a discount as a student or a veteran, so definitely check that out. But if you want to take advantage of the low price right now, that's a great place to do that. Sorry guys, I don't know why, but my headset just turned off. Okay, well that's fun. Um, so back to it. Something else to note is they are still looking for exhibitors. They have quite a few right now, so definitely take advantage of that. Exhibitors are starting to run out in some categories, so definitely check that out. It's a great way if you've got a game to showcase. You can have anywhere from say a standard booth, which is like a 10 by 10, or a large booth. Say if you got, a big studio kind of showcasing a big audience, 10 by 20. They have the ice-based independent student experimental. So if you're a one-person show, you can do that and apply there. VR booth obviously is a bigger space, and then bringing it back this year is the artist tables. So if you have an artwork series of things to sell, like stickers or merch, this is a great way to do it. I always tell folks, if you have a booth anyways, you can sell stuff. Obviously, it will be under your company or whatnot, but you can take advantage of selling. Like people sell their cards here, the merchandise, so definitely check that out. If you do take advantage of that, it's a great opportunity to meet people. It's a great opportunity to showcase your games, get feedback. It's a lot of fun too, and included in it is they have like exhibitor mixer on the first day. And so that's a great way to network with folks as well as included in your pass is to meet more people, where we have speakers that go there too. So it's a lot of fun. Um, Talking about speakers, if you're interested in speaking, we're still looking for speakers. So definitely apply for a speaker opportunity. So if you think you have something to provide for the game development community, definitely check us out. We'd love to have you talk. There's a Dev Day opportunity, which is usually more of a longer Thursday event. So it is specifically for Thursday. We spend the entire day Thursday. We have exhibitors there, but we also have Dev Day. So they're kind of think of them like 1.5 hour talks to kind of talk about like very specific things. And then the speakers are usually from Friday through Sunday throughout the event, kind of talking about anything in games. It could be a panel, and it could be one topic thing, and everything in between. If you have questions about these things, let me know. I've kind of been helping them a little bit more this year, so happy to kind of answer anything you would need. And then, of course, we're still looking for volunteers. We are starting to ramp up on this. So we have a couple things that are going to be updated. Uh, it is a little bit different this year. We're kind of going back to our traditional GDEX volunteers application just to kind of help simplify our processes. So like you'll come to find what we've done years past. It's going to be a little bit different because this is our first volunteer 4-day weekend, but we could use as many as you are interested with. So I think that they're working on something along the lines of like I don't know, like 4 to 8 hours, or I can't say specifically yet because it's not finalized. This will be updated soon, but um, if you work like 4 8 hours, then you can get full pass to the expo show floor. If you're a student, this is a great way to network with folks, and obviously it's going to help the communities in the local area, right? Because that's really what this is all about, is to help bring opportunities to groups like the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, or Cincinnati, or Cleveland, or anywhere in the Midwest, Kentucky, Illinois, Pennsylvania. So we're helping everybody. So if you can be a part of that, it would be much, much appreciated. So definitely check that out if you can apply. Um, and then I'll talk about this one last because that's the newest thing. But if you go to the GDEX front page, you'll notice that we had a new event. Starting to get some speakers finalized. We got some exhibitors starting to come up, so you should see that in the next couple of weeks. But the big one is the GDEX Underworld Tournament. So I don't know if a lot of you are gonna be as super excited about this, but I'm actually pretty pumped because I never get a chance to go here, and I know last year we only had about 2 events. This year, thanks to help with Game Arena, they've actually been helping us a lot of different ways. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday events, and it's going to include they all have different prizes. Most of them are just full access pass for next year, but with the what is it? I think it's the ultimate doubles, if I remember right. Let me double check. Let me see. Oh, Smash Singles is if you work with your team, you get a $2,500 payout. So there's a pretty cool incentive to go there. And if you get a pass for GDEX, whether it's like a 1-day pass for the tournament you want to go to, or if it's the full week pass or whatever, you get free entry into these tournaments. So if you want to play those, it'll be a great way to do that. Last year it was I think they just did Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers. This year they're doing GoldenEye, like OG, old school, classic GoldenEye on I think that's Friday. Yeah, that was a new one. That was something that Game Arena was like, hey, why don't we do that? Yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, it's the 23rd. So that's gonna be 21st, second, third. I think that's Saturday. So Saturday, GoldenEye, Guilty Gear. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Yeah, Guilty Gear is Saturday. Street Fighter is Saturday. And then they're gonna do. You know what? Let me double check because I could be missing that. Whoop. So 24th. So sorry, Friday are the GoldenEye, Guilty Gear, and Street Fighter. Saturday is the Smash tournament all day long, and then they have Mario Kart on Sunday. So definitely check those out. They all have prizes. The big one is going to be our Super Smash Brothers singles. So definitely check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. And alongside this, we're working to go in and have an arcade in our. This is going to be in the Union Station Ballroom. If you're familiar with that, last year we had like a section of it. Now we have the entire section there. And that's going to be where you can go in and play these tournaments. But behind there's going to be or in that same room, there's going to be like a section arcade where we're going to have like rhythm games like DDR. We're going to have arcade machines. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely check it out. There'll be a lot of really cool stuff happening in that room. Um, so definitely check that out if you're interested. If you happen to be doing something on one day and you're like, I don't have anything to go on, check out the tournaments, man, because they're going to be popping all weekend. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then the last thing is trying to finalize a couple more things, but they have the GDEX Game Jam. So this is actually live-ish now. I say live-ish because we're still working on the itch.io page. It's not fully pushed yet. I've got it ready. I'm just kind of waiting to kind of set it off. But I've been cleaning out the channels in the GDEX channel. But essentially, this is what we call our online casual jam. This is a little bit different than what you're normally used to. If you've never done GDEX Game Jam, this is our 4th year running it. I usually work with Tom on this with COGG. And our goal is to kind of make this as easy as possible for anybody to join. It's online. We've had international folks from Germany, California, Netherlands several times, which is great. And we host it through itch.io, which is a game game submissions website. And they also do game jams. They do tons of game jams. So we're happy to do this. It's a lot of fun. And it's a 9-day game jam. That does not mean you need to do the whole time. That just means any time in between there. If you got just a couple hours on one of the day and you want to do a quick submission, whatever theme that's going to be, which is going to be announced on that first Friday, which this is actually June 2nd through June 11th. So again, just like the years previous, that's the Friday weekend to the next week's Friday weekend, and it ends on that Sunday, June 11th. We announced the theme on the 2nd. We are going to be hosting it on our GDEX Discord. There's a setup, and we're going to be working our best to get Jamio in there this year, and that'll be helping you throughout. In 2020, when we first did this, we had a very, very rough mock-up of Jamio there. This year, we've got a lot of bells and whistles to kind of work that through. So if you're excited about that from 2020, we're working to bring Jamio back, the Discord bot, and have a lot of fun there. And then, yeah, we'll be doing a kickoff event. And having a lot of fun with that. And then we'll have a closing ceremony where on Sunday, June 11th, we'll be playing your games as long as possible. I think it's usually we get quite a few submissions, so we try to do that about an hour and a half or so. And really, it's as loose as you want. If you want to be a single person, just like Duludum Dare, you can do that. If you want to work with multiple people and do that, you can use our Discord channel. You can use your own Discord channel. The only rule is to put it up on itch.io so that we can play it and share it and download it ourselves pretty easily and have it a way so other people can try it out too. Because unlike other some game jam events, it's not important, but we try to make a great strive to provide you a couple resources in the event and give you a great opportunity with this type of game jam. That is being that we try to provide game development professionals throughout the week to give you feedback and just kind of jump into the Discord channel and check in on how you're doing. And we try to coordinate that effort just like we try to do with other game jam events. But also, we're going to try to bring them into the end of the event. So that Sunday, end of day, will mark the end of the submission. And that from that Monday through that Thursday, so that's going to be the 11th through the 15th. So Monday through Thursday, we'll be doing a sessions of voting rounds, right? So that's going to be, you can go in and vote. Obviously, you can vote for your own if you really want to, or you can vote for other people. We hope that you vote for one that you find the best. And then we'll have our own judges, game development professionals, judge those as well. And then whichever one we, based on the couple different categories, I think it's like functionality, design, aesthetics, etc. We'll tally all those numbers up. We'll put them into a pool, and whichever one kind of rises to the top. Now, we'll do some curated discussions too with our game development professionals and nominate the 2023 GDEX Game Jam Award winner, right? And what that does is give you a chance to have a public award showcasing your game that you did throughout the whole 9-day Game Jam, GDEX Game Jam event. So that's something that you can put on your portfolio, your resume. So if you want to be a part of that, that's a great opportunity to get some publication, which is a great way to kind of showcase that to whatever. And even if you don't get that, showcasing that you're a part of a game jam, whether it's Ludum Dare or GX Game Jam, is a great experience to put on your resume. If you're looking to get into the game industry, employers are looking for that kind of stuff all the time. So I can't stress enough that doing game jams is a great way not only to learn about the game industry, but also to showcase some of your skills and that you're trying to get involved in more than just doing classes or just working on stuff on the side and whatnot. It's so highly recommended, and it's free, right? There's no cost to this. You just come and join and submit your project, and then you're good to go. So a couple rules, just nothing really crazy. Honestly, these aren't really super crazy, but they just kind of give you more information about submission timelines, and uh, information about where to find resources, when to kind of expect things, and when the judging process happens. Actually, should be that is the 12th. Sorry, I misspoke that. Monday, June 12th through the 15th, not the 11th. That June 12th is a Monday. Digital and physical games are welcomed, just like Global Game Jam was. And if you have questions about those things, we can help you out with that. And so a lot of people were asking about, like, hey, can I bring stuff in or dev tools? Like, I know if you guys were at GDC, like Unreal 5, like just released a lot of really cool stuff. If you want to use that, that's okay as long as the license allows you to share that published content on itch.io. You're more than welcome to. What I always say is just uh, make sure you credit if you have something, like where it came from. And again, if the licensing says it's okay. And if you're working on a project now, we just ask, obviously, no NDA binding content or not safe for work content, right? So there's tons of game jams out there that I'm sure like would be fine for that kind of stuff, but definitely keep to those things, and mostly you'll be fine. Uh, so we've got that, and then let me see. Talked about the game jam. I talked about tickets. Talked about speakers, volunteers, and then and I did talk about the CCAD opportunity that we're working on. So yeah, let me kind of switch on over. And we'll move that up. Cool. All right. So yeah, pretty casual today. I'm glad that a couple of you were able to kind of come in and join us today. So let me see if there's any other questions or announcements that I should be aware about. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions about GDEX, let me know. I'm happy to kind of answer those on Discord or like on our Facebook page. We're trying to do posts to Twitter too, so we're always trying to do announcements. And yes, we are still trying to work on a survey because I'd really like to hear everybody's feedback about how things are going. We're trying new stuff, and I know, yeah, especially this year can be a bit confusing. So we as people say, pardon our dust, so to speak, as we're trying some new things. I know we were at the Idea Foundry for a while, and now we're trying new things. We're hoping it's for the greater good, right? Like, we know that things change on our end. We try to adapt. We're always trying to find ways to help you all. So if you have any things that you think we can improve on, like, let us know. Like, we're always trying to find new ways to improve on things. And then if you have any suggestions too, like, we're happy to try new things as well. But we're always trying to ask what people are thinking of in terms of, like, how things are working. But the goal is to really get us connected with other communities, right? Because it's not just our group that we've been together. I mean, we're all friends and family. I feel like been doing this for 12 years now, I think. And I've been so blessed to be able to kind of like work with you all and get to talk with you all. And we're so very excited to kind of help in any way that we can. Like I tell folks, like, none of us get really like paid for any of this stuff. Like, all this kind of is just self-supported. So the best thing that you can do is help give us feedback, give us opportunities to kind of help showcase what you're working on, and really the biggest thing is just making games, like make stuff, right? Get a chance to kind of showcase what like the Midwest and Ohio can do, and that's one of the biggest things that I can ask anybody is like just make stuff, just try things out. Like what was it? Last night I was playing around in the SDK tools for VR chat because I want to kind of make a new world there. So hopefully I can get something up and running there. I need to create a character maybe, but mainly I want to create a world. So I might showcase some things there at some point as I start to kind of work on those things. So anytime we can kind of share things that you're working on, we're happy to do that. We got some stuff from Turret Views. CorksCon is still looking for devs to present Saturday, May 13th. Tables are free, and they have a pretty good celebrity list. Cool. Howard Scott from Yar's Revenge is a presenter, and Pacina Brothers that worked on Mortal Kombat. Yeah. So let me see if I can bring them up. Yeah, I always get them too, so I'll put this in the chat. Um, yeah, so this is a great group. You actually might see these if you're actually into any, some of those. Let me kind of switch over to this. Yeah. So CorksCon is, as John was saying, is May 13th. So after April. So we'll have to do like a little event shout out for that. It's from 10 to 6 p.m. It's one day. It's pretty simple, but it's jam packed. They're going to be at the Lausch Boulevard, Ohio Expo Center. So 10 a.m. is $15. 10 and under is free with adults. There's 5 free raffle tickets. They do all kinds of raffle tickets there, so it's a lot of fun. And like John was saying, there's a lot of really good celebrities coming in. So definitely check them out. And it's a lot of fun. If you're really into retro games, this is the one to go to. So definitely, give them a little shout out and try them out. It's a lot of fun. So hope to see you there. And we always like appreciative like them kind of sharing, a lot of really cool experiences. So yeah, thanks for that. Any other announcements or questions or topics? It's kind of weird. It's like I try to ask the chat channel, and I'm always like, well, it's going to be not till another 30 seconds that I can hear anything because there's a little bit of delay. Um, but I think that's it. Like I said, this is going to be short and sweet. I didn't want this to be too long today, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a shout out. And again, if you guys ever want to, showcase anything here, you're more than welcome to. Let me see if I can get a list. Yeah, so if you ever want to do a GameDev Meetup presenter, we have our Google form there. And you're more than welcome to kind of present anytime. So we're happy to kind of showcase that. If you got a game that you want to do a shout out for, if you want to talk about your experience, like anything game related, we're happy to kind of share. So, but yeah, I think that'll be it for today. And I just wanted to thank everybody for stopping by and checking us out. Like I said, we have a lot of fun doing these events. And so we're like I said, we're going to be trying a couple new things this year, and our goal is to kind of have maybe something different each month, right? Or coming back to certain ones every 3 months or something like that, like with Gamery, and we're trying to do that. So we'll kind of keep you guys posted. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the Discord channel. So if you all are interested, there's a general voice channel that I'll just kind of stop by if you want to. Great. I'll stick around there for a couple minutes if you guys want to kind of catch up, or if you want to talk to other folks. Just see how your weekend's doing. See how everybody's doing throughout the week. This is kind of like what we do. After this event, we would just kind of catch up with folks. And then, yeah, just chill. Like, hope your Saturday's going well. Hope your weekend's going well. And our next event will be either the, if we're gonna have the, and I'll update this today. But as of right now, our next event is going to be surprisingly, it's going to be because we're pushing our prototype and play, but our COGS Let's Play is going to be Sunday, April 16th from 2 to 4 p.m. online with Caleb Eno. And then I'm going to be helping out with the prototype and play in-person event at Game Arena at the Gateway. That's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. Definitely, come to that. That'll be a lot of fun, and then we'll have our, as of right now, it's going to be online, but if we can get in person, that'd be great. But our GameDev Meetup is going to be the last Saturday of the month of April, which is April 29th, and so that should be a lot of fun, just like this. Hope to get some more presenters and have a lot of fun there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end the chat. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We'll see you all next month, and if nothing else, have a great weekend, and hope to see some more games and have you making some more cool things. So take care, have a good day, and we'll catch you later.